Stampers, it's Dina again, and this is the first time I'm going to be playing with my Stamparatus. Yay! I've had it ages now, and I've already mounted my stamps, but I might do something a little bit different. I'm just going to move my Tombow out of the way. I reckon you do need a stamp case or something thick enough to put underneath. I've got a couple of notepads here. That way you don't snap it and it's going down and stuff. But this is the card I'm going to make. It's a woodware stamp. And I bought them off a ladies' Facebook group. And it's my favourite saying. It's superstar. And when I saw it, I thought, how delightful would this card be? This stamp be. It says, you're a superstar, the best, brilliant. Well done, thank you, and awesome. So this is what I've made. This stamp is separate. This is on here. But I'm going to reposition on my other arm if I can, the other plate if I can find it. Oh, there it is. And then inside, I've just nibbed out the corners with the 1/2-inch circle punch, and then just stamped awesome, 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 awesome all the way around. I think it's beautiful. And if you notice here, I have used glossy accents. It do take a long time to dry, these bigger areas, and I've done the centres of these. I suppose I could start adding a bit to all these other bits, but you can colour them as bright as you want or as dull as you want. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to fetch my other arm in with all my bits, trying to keep everything together, all my bubble wrap, so I can just pop it away nice and safe. I love the grid marks on here. So I'm going to just stick that on there for a second. This slots in brilliantly, and I haven't got much desk space, I'm afraid. So I can't open all the plates all the way. These magnets are mega strong. And yeah, wrap them in washi. Give yourself something to hold on to, because they're really strong. Absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to use my Whisper White cardstock, which I've cut at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I'm going to shove this right up in the corner. I've got no ink on there at the moment, but I want to line my thank you up so I know roughly where it's going. Stick to your fingers. They're so strong, these new but I need to see. I just did this, the one I'd done yesterday. Look, I stick it to my fingers. Knock it off. I think that's about right. So I'm going to pick it up with this one. And it would help if I put my magnets into place, wouldn't it? Keep my card down. You get two, but I'd advise only using one at a time, because if they smash together, that is it. They shatter into 1,000 pieces. So just checking. I am right on the edge there of this stamp. Let me have that. But it does work. You have to ink it a couple of times, but I just love it. So I'm using my black Memento ink, because I'm using the blends and maybe a few felt pens as well. And I'm just going to ink this stamp up. Sorry about the shaking. You can use your little spots for this if you want to. It's entirely up to you. And the good thing about this Stamparatus is when you've pressed your stamp down, it doesn't stamp properly. Well, that's pretty good actually, but I'm just going to keep going over because I like a really dark copy. And the Memento ink is a good size container to grip hold of as well. And I know you think, oh, you could have done that without this. I know I could, but look how much darker it's getting now. And if you've got a piece of kit like this, use it. That's what it's for, and it's amazing. As long as you keep putting it back in that corner, I think that's perfect now. So I'm going, I don't know what colour this time. I'm going to choose my card base because I've got loads of card bases. I keep them in my scraps bin. Yeah, I keep most of my card in here. But any half a card that I needed, say for a mat or something, I can slice it in half so it creates a card base. So you can just pick any colour card base you want at hand. So say you got a nice red one. I did the lemon lime twist on this, even though there's no lemon and lime twist on this card whatsoever. This beautiful yellow is the new Pineapple Punch, and then I added Winker Stella, hoping you'd see it through the glossy accents, but you can't. So, but it doesn't matter. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I think it's a wicked stamp. You've got Cherry Cobra, Basic Grey. I could use this beautiful... Which one's this one? I think it's... Yeah, it's the Marina Mist. That would be quite nice. Unless I just actually... Let me see first. Because I don't want to waste any paper. Because that is not the reason for having a waste bin. Not to waste paper. I have a berry vanilla and I have a berry burst. Oh, I think we're going to use the berry burst. It is berry burst, isn't it? You watch now. Big Bella Mambo, no man. No, it's definitely the berry burst. We're going to use this one. So I'm going to use my berry burst ink. I'm going to I've got my spots here. I haven't used these either yet. I made this box following Jambi's instructions, and it's marvellous, absolutely marvellous. But it does help if you have a lot of desk space, which I don't. Oh, and look at that! I have a Berry Burst ink spot, and it's brand new. It's not been opened until now. I can get it open. Let's see if that works. It's a little bit more encouragement. Love Jambi's videos. She's great. I followed her instructions to a T, and I tell you what, amazing. You can remove the lids completely. I would sooner not. And these are my old Daubers, the cheap ones that I bought. I am going to take that off. There's a Velcro dot underneath, and there's a Velcro dot underneath here as well. And I've just got my finger in it, but look. Perfect for using it on my stamp. Isn't that great? I've just put my hands in it everywhere. I got my thumb. I'm a mucky pop, as they call you. As my mother used to call me, a mucky pop. That is brilliant. I'm going to add another one. Just to darken it up. Because I just used black on the other one, but I think that is great. I'm going to do it again. Make it even darker. I like it. That is perfect now for me. And what you do then, you just put your stamping spot lid back on. Remove that. And you've got your little box, way to go, put back in there. And we store these upside down. I got the Tutti Frutti ones. And the other ones, I can't remember where they were from. Plus I sent away, you get 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I had 2 in my bag from on stage as well. And you can get this, your card is inserted in there, like that. Jambi got it down to a T, and you can get 7 of these daubers, old daubers in, and they're just a grip underneath, and you put a Velcro dot on the bottom of each stamping pad, and you ink these up in the colours you want. And you get Lemon Lime Twist, Pool Party, Bermuda Bay, Berry Burst Real Red, Peekaboo Peach, Daffodil Delight, and Soft Suede. But then you can choose any other colour you want. But once you've got your in your box, you store them upside down. Otherwise, your ink will sink to the bottom of your little stamping blends. So I will, got pop over to Jambi. I haven't made a video on that because it's her idea, and you would be better off watching her because she does a fabulous tutorial. So I'm going to use my little chamois now, and I can clean my stamps off before I even take them off. And I'm putting my arm in it, look, and I've just had a shower as well. And I think Stampin' Up, I've just knocked something off. I think just knocked my Tic Tacs off. Never mind. But you can clean all of your Stamparatus and your stamps while they're still attached. Yeah, it was my Tic Tacs. I haven't got no desk space, that's what it is. I'm struggling. It's only this little wee bit I got. I'll put my cloth away and I can remove. Now, I am going to pop this thank you back on my stamp set. And I'm going to pop my back in its bag because I want to keep everything neat, tidy, safe, and be able to store it properly as well. You never ever try and store with your extra plate on because it will snap, but they will store together neatly. So I'm just going to try and get this humongous big stamp off. Beautiful. And that can go back on its... Isn't this a wonderful set? Stamp. Oh, I love this. Superstar. And it's also a thank you card as well. This is going to be coming in handy for me and the Stamparatus when I do my thank you cards for the challenge, and so I can send them all off to everybody. Nice and bright and colourful. Some thank you cards. Not all will be exactly the same, but what a fabulous idea the Stamparatus is for multiple tasking. For when you're doing swaps or anything like that. Remove. And you've got a little compartment underneath. One is there. One is there. Perfect. Don't clash these two together. Oh my word, it wouldn't be worth it. So, just keeping it nice and neat. Pop that back. I'm going to close that down. My second plate then can store nice and neatly on the top. And I can then, when I can find the top, that's it, slide that in there. It's the first time I'm saying I've used it, and when I realised I could just keep inking up that stamp, stamping it in the right place and getting the image, it'd be perfect for the pandas because they need a couple of layers of ink. I found mine, and then it's going back in its box, safe and sound, until I need to pull it out again. So that's a great way of storing as well. I'm going to do something with these little notepads. You get a pack of 4. That's the back, and these are the front. Ideal for shopping lists and stuff like that. I have decorated one for myself. I wasn't too fussed. I love the flowers, and I wasn't too fussed that I'd done it on yellow. But you need it. This one's for me, because every week when we do the sketch, I write everybody's entries, names, how many times they've entered, and then when I'm added them to the blog, then I can tick them off, and I've got a little pad then to keep all my names on. Oh, I forgot my Stamparatus instructions. So now we're going to come in just with the trimmer, just so I can fold my card in half. It just gives you the perfect edge all the time. So you just bit A4 card, look at that, perfect edges. Absolutely lovely. Because I tend to move my card slightly when scoring, not on purpose. So you'll need 2 pieces of Whisper White actually. Both will measure 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. You want one for the inside and one for the out. What I'm going to do now, I've got my little 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to pop the corners in until I can see that there's a little dot inside. In there's a circle. Once that point of the card hits the centre, I'm going to trim it off. So you get these beautiful little corners. And Stampin' Up are coming out with a new triple punch, which will, I think it does, no it doesn't, I'm not sure, I think it's a corner rounder. Decorative, I can't show you either. I will be ordering it on the 2nd of May. So when it comes, I'll show it you. Because I'm not allowed to show you the inside of my catalogue. So they're all pretty much the same. It's just to break up a white piece of card inside. And then I'm going to glue that in there. And then I'm going to add a little star to each corner. After I've stamped the words awesome. Awesome. Love it. Again, I could have used the Stamparatus for this. But I think this is okay by itself. I'm just going to bob them in each corner. Awesome. Just to break up the centre, really speaking. Glue this on the inside of my card now. I'd love to see Stampin' Up come out with, say, stamps like that. That would be great. You can get your kids involved then, and they can decorate. Got these lovely stars. Stampin' Up do stars as well, if I can find my packet. They do stars, and they do them in silver and in gold with dots as well. But I don't think I've got any silver ones left. No, so these were gifted to me anyway. And I also buy them myself from the range. You get a whole strip of them for £1, and they're marvellous. I'm just going to bob one in each corner, just to add a little bit more of a decoration. Are they cute? And you've made little gaps in your card big enough for them to stay in. I love it. So that's the inside of my card then. I'll be using some more of those later. So now we're going to start colouring, and it's entirely up to you. Like I'm saying, this is the new, one of the new stamping blends. Oops, I poking my... I just hit the camera. I'm going to make sure my stars are in this beautiful yellow colour. God, it's gone bright in here now. And this star as well. Go over this twice because it's nice and vibrant. And I cannot wait to get my hands on the new ink pads and the new... Oh! The new blends, because they're coming out. You know, you're coming out in different colours. I'm just going to colour my spots in. I'm going to jazz this up a bit today. And each card will be totally different. Because unless you want to start colouring the same, it's entirely up to you. So I'm going to just go along my my blends, and I've got them in this particular order, and I'm just going to start adding splashes of colour to it. You could do all blues in different shades, or all pinks in different shades. Turn it into a boy, for a boy or a girl, or anyone. I think anyone would like something nice and bright and cheerful like this. So this section of my S is getting coloured in the dark Pool Party. And it didn't take long at all, because once you've got the big bits on this card done, you are sorted. I'm going to go back over. I'm missing this part because the T is going to cross over into the S, which you can see, and that's going to have a different colour. So cute. Now I'm going to add... I know that's nowhere to colour really, it's just the centre, but this is where I'm going to add the glossy accents. So I want to colour in the background. To set off these beautiful colours, I'm going to go down to the next one, which is this lovely pumpkin pie. And I'm using the darkers of the colours because I think they're great for one. And I'm doing all the larger bits first. I'm just using long strokes. And I've just seen that where I went over, but we'll rectify that in a moment. I think somebody asked me to make slime, mummy slime. Lola's my granddaughter, not my daughter. I'm too old to be Lola's mum. And I'm not into making slime. Ooh. She normally comes here on the weekend and makes it with her BAMP, so I'll have to get them paired to do a video. Lola and BAMP making slime. So because we're going over this R with a different colour, don't worry too much about that, because I'm going to fetch in now my rich raspberry. Oops, the wrong end. And I'm just going to start going around. I would leave a gap if you can. It will spread out. How adorable is this card? I've gone a bit wonky on my yellow there. And you don't have to press hard with the blends. Just don't. Sorry, I always go quiet when I'm colouring. I get in such deep thought. The tongue starts hanging out and everything. And I say that every time. It's true. I just can't. If I'm just here colouring on my own, oh, my husband's coming and seeing some faces I've been pulling. And he's like, babe, if you could see yourself in the mirror. I'm like, I know, but I've got to do my concentration face. That's so cute. So I know I've made a bit of a boo-boo on some of them. So this is what this pen is all about. And I'm just going to pull out that colour there, and then I can go back over. And I can go back and keep doing it until that red is gone from the centre there. And it's gone from there. Yay! And now we can go back over with our beautiful bright yellow colour. And make them even brighter. Job's a good one. Fabulous. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I'm loving this. What colour next? I think I'm going to go in with this one, which is Night of Navy, but it's the paler one. Don't want nothing too dark, because you've got to be able to see the words underneath. Oh, and we've got, if you're in our Facebook group, please don't miss, we have a brand new member joined today. I sent an invite, well, I private messaged her first to see if she wanted to join our group. And she said, yes, please, it would be a pleasure to join. And we've got the lovely new member, Anne Melvin from Positively Paper Crafts. Is now a member of our Facebook group. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I think she's wonderful. So she was one of our new members this morning. And I am very delighted because I love to watch Anne and her videos. They are brilliant. She's got such a beautiful spoken voice. Nice and soft tone to her voice. Really pleasant to listen to. I could sit and listen to her all day. And I think our Jan B, she's lovely. I love Jan B. She's got a fabulous voice. I could sit and listen to her all day as well. I love Jan B. She's brilliant. So I'm coming in with our old olive. Oh, I love this colour. Now I'm going to fill these bits in. I'm going to do some of these stripes. Isn't that adorable? Looking so fab. And now I'm going to come in with my pale cherry cobbler. So I do love a bit of red on a card. Brings out its brightness. If you've got a steady hand, or if you haven't, you can just use the other side of the pen. So let's get some of these stripes done as well. And you can use your Stampin' Right markers, your blends. I'm going to have them stripes done as well. You've got every colour with the markers. And because we're just colouring in, we're not adding shade here. It's not about blending them on this project. It's about uniting all these wonderful colours together. I think I'm going to come back and grab some more of this gorgeous yellow to fill in a few more blanks. Then I'm going to attach it to my card once we finish, and I'm going to show you the glossy accents, where to put them, how to use them. And I'm going to grab I've got some gorgeous felt pens down here. I want to add a little bit more brightness, some more purples. Got this gorgeous purple colour here. It's absolutely wonderful. I suppose it could have used the elegant eggplant, but this was closer to hand. These are made by Stedler, and I've had these for 2.5 years, and they're still as good now as when I first bought them. Absolutely marvellous. A shocking pink colour, which is fabulous as well. That looks like Berry Burst to me. Fabulous. Nearly done. Love it. And let's have a look. What colour is this pink? Wow, that is really pink. Isn't that beautiful? Last little square there. Love this. And last but no means least, let's go for this beautiful green. And then we're done. How cute is that? You could stamp a few out of these on you, get the kids involved, get them to do some colouring, and make a card front out of them. Just adorable. So I'm going to add this now to my front. We're going to add some gems and jewels and some glossy accents. I'm going to finish this card up. You could even cut those letters out. Fussy cut the letters out and have some laying flat, some actually standing off the page. I'll turn that over quickly. Just rub from the back because I don't want to put my hand in all that ink. Isn't that cute? Oh my god. And what a difference 2 cards can be. With 2 different fronts and a little extra colour. I think that is wonderful. And I'm going to take my stars again. And I'm popping one over this one. I'm popping one over this one. Isn't that great? And I'm just going to add a few here, there and everywhere. And I'm going to have one in the centre of this one. In the centre, said Gainer, come on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and pleasing to the eye, number 5. Just going to pop that right there. Love it. So let me just check the time. Yeah, we have plenty of time. And these are the glossy accents. You can get these from any craft shop. Any craft shop. What I did, I laid my card flat because I need them to stay flat. And I add in some weight. I don't want it buckling because I don't want my glossy accents to run. So just squeeze them along the lines. You've got to leave it flat. And they will shine like a new pen when it's shining now because it's wet, but when it's dry, you give a bubbled raised. I bet people add this to balloons, all sorts of little things they want to stand out. And you just literally dot, and if you pull the nozzle forward and squeeze your tiniest little amount. I mean, I've had this bottle, what, 2.5 years, and I've literally used, oh my gosh, I think I've used that much in 2.5 years, and I use it on a lot of things. So you could add some more on these spots if you wanted to. I believe you can add glossy accents to greaseproof paper, and you can mix colours in with them to make your own enamel dots. I believe you can add glitter to them, colour just by adding some ink, and make your own limousine pearls. You could then stick them down with a glue dot on the back, but you'd have to put them on something that was non-stickable, some cling film or greaseproof paper. Look at that, I can't lift it up now because I want it to, but I'm going to add, if you get a bubble, just pop it. I'm adding more glossy accents on this one. Oh, they are, you can see them looking 3D already. I think it's fabulous. And try and get some. I wish I could zoom in and show you what I'm doing, but I'm terrible with my camera. I just know how to press play, take a photo, and press pause. I'm going to go one more on this letter S here. And I'm just using a nib like I would use a felt tip pen. Making sure you squeeze that little bit out just enough. This is where you need a card to stay straight, otherwise it'll run down your page. So that's my glossy accent. That will take probably a couple of hours to dry, but like I'm saying, this is what it does. It's like, you can see the bubble effect. It's like acrylic, and it just sets these little parts of the card off. So let me turn that round. That is going to look absolutely epic. I can just see a few bit marks, but it's going to look absolutely epic when it's dry. That is so cute. Where am I looking there? Making sure you've got, you're filled in. I think that's lovely. I'm going to even add some more here. And on the next video, I will show you what it's like all dried up with these gorgeous accents on. I'm even adding it to the black dots now as well. The yellow ones, they look amazing. They look like they're 3D already. That's it. Can I think of anywhere else? I'm going to add this last bit now. I think this is about £9, this bottle. You can get them cheaper elsewhere. I think I had mine off the internet. eBay, I think. No, it wasn't. I tell a lie. I tell a porky pie. I had this in Hobbycraft. And you can heat set them. And it's starting to dry already, but they look, it's like resin. But you need that to keep, I've got to keep that as flat as a pancake now. So I can't do any more until that is bone dry, which I reckon will take roughly a couple of hours. But I'm just loving it. And I hope you enjoyed watching me do that. I will show you the finished product once it's completely dry. And I'll be back later with some more projects. I'm going to love and leave you all right now, but a thumbs up would be great. And a share, even better. Oh, the sun's just gone behind a cloud. But also, if you haven't pressed the subscribe button, that'd be brilliant. And there's a little bell straight afterwards. If you press that, you won't have to keep searching for when I'm posting videos. It'll send you a notification and you'll never miss out again. So there's my 2 wonderful cards. Until next time, love you all so much. Bye.